Why do I do workshops to help agents? I've been in the industry since 1999. I was on the lending side, jumped over to the real estate side in 2009. We were in the middle of the mortgage collapse. Expireds were crazy, but I didn't know how to get my own leads, get my own deals. And I just got licensed in my previous brokerage, and I'm noticing at night these people had headsets on and they're all making calls. And I'm wondering, where are they getting all of these leads? How do they know what to say? And the first year I was in real estate, I made $5,000. I did 3 rentals. People that were doing a lot of business and a lot of deals knew what to say. So what I started asking around, and sure enough, some of the agents that were there decided they were gonna let me kind of listen in when they were calling. Boy, did they sound good. Years go on, and I'm not doing any coaching. I ran into somebody at a Mike Ferry conference, power agent in Hudson County. I was stumbling upon deals as time went on, and we all do as agents. Whether it's your family or your friends, you're gonna get a few deals each year just because you know someone. But I wasn't able to actually enjoy life because I didn't know where my next deal was coming from. He sat me down and told me his whole blueprint for how he gets his business, what he does every morning, what he does in the afternoon, what he says to sellers when he's sitting across from them. And I swear, I just was like, hey, I gotta ask you a question. Why are you telling me all of this? And he said, you know why? Because I know you're not gonna do it. I tell everybody this, and everybody doesn't do it. And that was in 2016. Then I run into my mentor and trainer now. Been working with him for almost a decade, and the knowledge and wisdom that I've gotten from the scripts and the know what to say and how to say it has changed my life, exponentially. I know that if I can do it, I can share it with anybody else and they can do it too. A little bit about me. So now I'm listing and selling property regularly. It's all based off of scripts, knowing what to say, how to pull leads in from different lead sources. So that's what we're gonna get into today. We have 5 lead sources that we're going to talk about today. A little bit about me. I've been in the industry over 25 years, Circle of Excellence, sold hundreds of homes throughout my career, which we talked about. I have an organization of over 42 agents right now. I mentor and train a lot of them. Some of them weren't doing any deals at all. And now with, getting in proximity to myself and the organization that I'm with, they're listing and selling property regularly. Some of the people in this room, This is a great quote. I love that one. When I invest in myself, there's no depreciation. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So let's say you're doing 12 deals a year and now you want to do 20. Are you going to be able to do the same things you did to get those 12 deals to get 20? Or are we going to have to change dramatically what we do in a day? Change, right? Yeah, exactly. So we have to change everything about you, because I can't do the same things and think that you're gonna get a higher goal. So the first thing, when I saw this struck a chord with me, and I wanna implement it into this talk today. Commitment. No matter what you do, no matter what it takes, we persevere. We have to move forward. We're gonna have pitfalls. We're gonna have peaks, we're gonna have valleys. The peaks are never as high as you think they are. The valleys are never as low as we think they are, even though when we're in them, we think they're never gonna end. The good news is everything is temporary. Number 2 is confidence. Where do we get confidence? Confidence comes from trust. How do we get trust? You practice what you say over and over and over and over. So when you're calling an expired and they say, the minute you ask them, I noticed the property came off the market, was just curious, is selling the property still important to you? No. And they're like, no. You immediately can go into, well, hey, I appreciate that. If you had an offer that was reasonable and acceptable to you in the next, say, 30 days, would you sell the property? You're going to keep it forever. That just needs to be right on the top of your tongue. Because where we live, if you're not connecting with that seller in maybe 2 to 3 minutes, they're going to hang up the phone on you. The reason I can do that is because I've said it over and over and over and over. Capable. Number 3. How do we become capable? You put yourself in those situations to practice. That makes you capable. We have role play groups, group calls. I mentor and help these other agents that I work with. Get around people that can help you become capable. And then number 4 is for me, I think the most important is having the courage. To me, courage is seeing the fear, seeing that you're scared of something, but you just power right through that and you go through it and you push through. Let's say your goal is you want to provide for your family and get out of a certain area and you want to move to this area, or you want to put your kids in this school instead of that school. Do you have the courage to take whatever it takes to be able to fail and still say to yourself, doesn't matter, I'm going to keep going? Those are the 4 C's that I keep here for when I'm here in my valley, so I can get up to that peak.
I am your host, Daniel Mesrobian from eXp Realty. We are the elite builders. We're going to be talking about real estate investing. And what does that entail? When someone says, well, I'm an investor. We hear that term all the time.